as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That ball caught. It's Mike Andrews, the tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Bengals.
That's out to the left flat and complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him,
and he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
At the Bengals' 46-yard line.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Rams, first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And on his first carry, he loses the football. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Now Taylor. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
The ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Yardage back to his own 1-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and they capture him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now they try the right side here. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Going to give this time to tailback. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
So let's see what this is about. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Rams 7, Bengals nothing.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Here's Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. Now he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down.
It's a gain of 20. And a Bengal first down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now back to throw. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz call and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Here goes a 42, making a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet. It's a foot race. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown, LA. A great play there. 65 yards. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to it and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
A 3-yard gain.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. That's pulled in at the 32. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times do we watch 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
He's brought down at the
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. Reception here by Rhodes. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 29-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
He was tackled.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On second down, Tua. Allen here on the screen. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Now a handoff here to his running back. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. of the gun. They'll look to throw. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
Fourth down.
Here's Braden Mann now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one will be down by a member of the kicking team at about the 40-yard line.
At their own 40-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Tagovailoa. Open man is Duvernay. He is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
That's another Rams first.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And again, it's Tagovailoa. The quick slant caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Second and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on second and goal? They'll run. This is Allen. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams add on to their lead. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Rams 24, Bengals nothing.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
Over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 at their 36-yard line. From the gun, it's 2. They find some open field here. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
It's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Found his target, it's Anderson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And now look at him go. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Rams 31, Bengals nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
He's airing it out for Williams. He's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Back to throw. And it will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help, obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 32-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
It's now 2nd down and 20.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Tua. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Out of the gun on third down, here's Tua. He'll let this go deep for runs. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, and it's third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Now a pass hauled in downfield. The try. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. And he's got it as the score is now 31-7.
Makes the score Rams 31, Bengals 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game. And he's got a first down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. The give to Taylor. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 13.
It's Tagovailoa from his own end zone. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 42. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space. There they elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it. Try and create some space, some room. And it went awry, didn't it?
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Rams' 12-yard line.
Second and 11. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Gun. They'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Mark Andrews there to make the grab. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he will not make it to the goal line. The defense holds him here. And this is still a 3-score game as the lead remains 18. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It has been quite a display here in the opening game of the new season. And really, they're putting the rest of the NFL on notice. They are going to be title contenders as now they look to finish things off in the fourth quarter. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz,
it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, LA! Henry Ruggs, 75 yards, and the Rams add on to their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week one. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week one. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First down
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They'll throw again on second down. This one's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
He steps out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A gain of 22.
A good pickup there, a 22. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Back to throw again. He's airing it out for Williams. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And my goodness, another interception. Jalen Thompson picks it. And he is all the way up past the 25. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
The drive starts with a run by Allen. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. They stay on the ground with Allen. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Third and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Allen. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
On the carry.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for L.A., that'll be a happy locker.
This is Desby Music.